Hey, it's Monday. Welcome back to the channel. Today is the 29th of January 2024. And yes, as you can hear in the background, all the dogs are going cuckoos again. So the area where I stay today is dustbin day. So yeah, so I apologize for all the background noises, but it's something that is out of my control. So today is going to be a bit of a rush because I must get down to Potchefstroom, so for some business there. But yeah, let's carry on with our program. And program 22, we are building up a little library here. So things are warming up quite nicely, not just locally but also internationally. Those of you who don't follow the news, apart from the Israel-Gaza and the Ukraine-Russia, which has taken the back burner by now, and no one is talking about it anymore. New developments, and this is the one in the States, with Texas and another 25 states showing their growling at the Biden administration. Please don't growl too loud because we've got a lot of reptards there, and we're going to have a lot of scenes of all these softies and lefties and these acts that will not be able to take the pressure and commit suicide by milkshake at McDonald's. So whatever must happen. This is the way the cookie crumbles, and life goes on. So on our local front, yes, we had a lot of tension last week with that little mess up we had at Groblersdal. And interesting on other channels which I follow, and how this is developing, how friendships of 40 years are crumbling, and accusations and mudslinging that's going on there, and accusations, and it is something that shouldn't have happened. Once again, it comes down to the basic form of discipline, and it was not applied there. And you can paint it, you can make up it, you can put sugar around it. This is the problem, and it is becoming a trend now. And but what is really concerning is the fact that there is influences starting off with civil war here and civil war there, and I think the broader populace, I believe that 99.8% of the public out there, no one is really looking forward to this, or plan their lives around this. I think the general populace just wants to get things going, get the country going again, and the tension is created not by the populace itself, not by the normal citizens, residential. This is not where these problems are. The problems are created once again by those politicians. It doesn't matter where they lie on the spectrum, they are all accountable for the situation that is currently happening in our country. It is the politicians that is rubbing up the populace against each other, and their corruption has not stopped, stealing, carrying on. So this is just an endless slide, and hopefully, by the grace of God and by the intervention of the right people, this slippery slide show can stop, because it is just taking us deeper and deeper into the darkness. So let us bring logic to the table. Let's leave the emotions aside, and I know it's very, very difficult, but so be it. So for us to move forward, one of the bases, and I'm coming back because we are still busy with our policing, and the challenge is still out there for this brilliant, Google-motivated, highly intellectual politicians of ours that's got all these answers, whether they pop pimples on the channel or not, whether they are experts at lying and the masters of bullshit. And I'm still waiting for them to give us an indication how are they going to solve this crime thing. And up to now, nothing, because I don't think we're going to get anything out of them. What is a response? Because doesn't matter how nice their shirts are and their badges and logos and how well they present themselves and polish up. There's still a bunch of politicians and there's still a bunch of people that's talking bullshit. And they are still competing for those little green comfy goma chairs in Parliament so they can go and sleep for the next 4 years or 5 years, earning a nice little salary and all the benefits with it. So it is time to change. It's time for the system to change. But for the system to change, we need an effective police force, people to enforce the law. That's probably the biggest problem we have in this country. And I've mentioned it before that apart from the state that is captured, the police and our justice system is also captured. And it can only be captured if people that is in control of those departments allow this to be captured. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to focus a bit on what needs, or basics that needs to be done. So today's episode is going to be a little bit shorter because I must leave soon. I must go to Potchefstroom for some business. So a nice outing for me today. I'm really looking forward to it. But so let's carry on. And one of the people I like to listen to is a man called Vusi Tembekwayo. Yeah, Vusi Tembekwayo. He's a businessman, well-spoken, very highly educated. And yeah, I like what he says most of the time. But really, a good influence, a person that has, I can see he's very aware of what's going on in the country, and one of those people that could be a future beacon of hope in South Africa, or not just Africa, but also for Africa. I can see there's a few people that are rising stars, to put it like that. And the other one, obviously, advocate, for those who don't know him, Ike Kumalu, his presentations, and this is, it hurts. Not so much, doesn't hurt me, but for the powers to be, it hurts. And the truth needs to be spread. The truth needs to come out. And that is the only way that we can resolve this, is to bring forth the truth and for justice to prevail. But coming back to our police, and I'm going to tell you what I have seen in my years of service. And I'm going to take you through the period basically from, I would say, 93 up to about 2004. Just roughly, and where problems came into the police. Firstly, the police changes from the police force to police service, and somehow people connected this to discipline must go. Apart from that is affirmative action took a big toll in the police, because there were a lot of experts, and this is good experts, not the other experts I was speaking about the other day, people that has been around the block for many years, people that know the subject, people that were specializing in certain fields. And these people were lifted. They just rose their arms and say, listen, there is no future for me in the police. I am better off in Surrey Street. And they packed up and they left. And that was a massive brain drain out of the police. Apart from it, on the First of all, this is a visible policing, the uniform branch. A lot of people left the police when the wars up in Iraq came up in Afghanistan. So they left our shores for greener pastures to go and make some money and hopefully come back and start their own businesses. And 99.99% of them started security companies, and 90% of them failed. And so, but the problem is skills were lost. So what is left? And I want to come back to Vusi Tembekwayo and a speech he had, and I would like to quote that, or close to what I could remember of his speech. And he referred to the Springboks' victory in the World Cup last year, being crowned world champions for the 4th time. And his words were basically as followed. He said it's good to have that vision and motivation to achieve something, and set goals for yourself. But that is one part. The most important part is discipline. And applying that to the Springboks, if they don't have the discipline, those players, to stand up every morning early, go for the workout, go for the fitness run, and stretches and whatever they have to do, they will not be able to perform on the field. So that is the discipline part. That is the hard work. The glory comes to the end. And this is unfortunately something that has slipped in the police. Now, the old police I came from was a disciplined machine. If you are a constable or a cause of trouble, as we used to joke, because if there's problems, it's a cause of trouble, constable. If a lance sergeant or warrant officer or whoever spoke to you, you responded. You did what he told you to do. Simple as that. You didn't argue. That is discipline. And the machine worked. And especially for a big organization like the police, you need discipline. And somehow, from 96, 97 onwards, discipline has left. Discipline is left. And now, let me make it quite clear to you. I was no angel. I had my fair share of nonsense, I promise you. And there's, a lot of things happened to me, but it's not about me. It's about a general thing. And at the end of the day, I stand here having a clean conscience, because whatever happened in my past, and accusations that was thrown to me, I was never ever prosecuted for anything. I was never found guilty of anything. Considering the fact, and this is not what I want to play the racial card, is if on a few occasions I was accused in court. I mean, this is the skin thing now. Yeah. And everybody says, our court says this and court says that. But at the end of the day, judge is a judge, and he's got a job to do. And yes, our justice system is also compromised. But back then, it was not that much compromised as now. And there's nothing against me. I have no criminal record or anything, because I didn't do anything. So simple as that. But let's come back to our policing and how things are today. You walk into a police station, and this is the front desk. This is your if it was a business, it would have been your point of sale. You walk into a charge office today. You want to go and open up a case. What discipline do you see there? There's no to nothing discipline. Look at how the people look, how they are dressed. It looks like a house of ill repute. It is difficult to distinguish whether this is a whorehouse or a police station, the way some of these ladies dress up. How can you be in uniform with dreadlocks all over the show, nails this long, bright red, lipstick, and my goodness, where is the people that is supposed to enforce discipline in the police? Where are they? It's because people don't care. They don't have a goal anymore. They don't have a vision where they want to go to. And for sure, they don't have the discipline. It is a free fall, do what you want. And this is one of the biggest problems. So our biggest problem, where are we going to start fixing this? And there's this old proverb that says that a fish starts rotting from the head. So we need to start taking on those who are in command. And these people need to wake up very, very fast and start solving these problems. Now, it is called the Police Bible. And I'm sure that the Defence will also have one like that. It's called your disciplinary codes. It is time to pick up that book. And if people don't comply, it is time to get rid of them. Because we're sitting with 100 and something thousand useless uniform wearing so-called police officers doing nothing. How do they serve the public? Are they there for political interest? Or what is the reason for still having them around? And this is what must happen. Discipline must come back with the speed of the holy white impala or lightning, whatever you want to call it. It needs to come back. And it is time for those people that has got the balls to stand up and say, right, let's start firing from the top. Let's start with our generals, because they don't enforce discipline to their juniors, and it runs down right from the top to the bottom. And this needs to be addressed fast, because otherwise we are going to head for a civil war. And it's not a civil war that has got political entities, no. It's a civil war that's going to take place behind people that love justice, people that want to live in peace, people that want to pick up this country and go forward, and the criminal element. This is going to be it. Do not think for 1 second it's going to be a black and white thing. No. You're making a huge mistake. That has come and passed. People in this country are fed up. We are sick and tired of a useless, undisciplined police force. And it doesn't matter how much you butter it up, they are going nowhere. It is time to shake this cage and get these rotten apples out of it. And there's going to be a lot of rotten apples, because I looked at this article the other day where this new lady constable was having an interview with the camera crew, and how excited she is to did her last fallout parade, and she's going to go to a station now, and she can't wait to get onto the road. My little dear, you're going to arrive at your station, your standplaas, and you're going to get assigned to your, whether it's going to be your crime prevention or wherever you are going to do your duties. And I promise you, in 3 months from now, you're going to be as useless as they are. Because the peers you have currently is useless. This is people that don't care. They are just there for the salary. They've got no ambition, no discipline. And until that changes, there is no hope for South Africa to go forward. This needs to be addressed first. Discipline, discipline, discipline. We need to get a police force out there that can do the job, that can go out there and arrest and bring these culprits whether they're civilian or political, to book. This is what must happen. Bring them to book. Bring them to the courts. And it's time for our justice system to get rid of those rotten apples as well. So when these people get in, is to prosecute them. Because as I'm sitting here, I am blaming the South African police and the justice system and those criminals inside our political realms for the situation we are in. So, my little message for you today is change is coming. I'm telling you, change is coming. And it might be a good thing for you to pull your finger out of your arse and start being a policeman and start being a formidable person of justice and to apply the laws, because what I know is when things change in this country, you are going to be held responsible for this. And I am so glad that I'm not going to be in your shoes. Take that up. Just heed that message. You can smile, you can laugh, and think that you can get shelter behind a politician who's going to protect you. No. Change is coming. And you will not be able to stop it. You have created, because of your actions, you have created victims. And when the table turns, you will be the victims. You're going to walk out here with nothing. Not you, not your family, not your dog, not the white chicken, nothing. It is your fault. You, the enforcers of law, have failed this country. Get discipline back. CYA, cover your ass. It is time to get rid of those rotten apples, and it starts with you. So, have a great day. Please remember to like it, share it. For those of you who have not subscribe please, and remember that little bell icon, notifications. And you go have an awesome week. Ciao.